What's up, people? It's me, Joe Winko, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and this is just what you all need, another episode of Joe Winko Talk that covers a couple dark and creepy topics. They aren't like that creepy, not like creepypasta creepy, but, well, almost creepypasta creepy. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about, now, I'm pretty sure like most of you guys who watch my videos are like teenagers, like in high school or in middle school. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but most of you guys who watch my videos are teenagers or are in high school and middle school. When I was in high school and middle school, well, high school was okay because I went to an alternative high school, but no one really wanted to talk that much. We all kept to ourselves, so I never really had a social life in school at all. In middle school, well, actually, in middle school, I was only in middle school for like a couple months because I lived in the Dominican Republic for most of the time I should have been in middle school, and I was homeschooled when I was in the Dominican Republic. But I was in middle school for January, well, okay, it was in 2007, beginning of 2000, not the beginning of 2007, from September of 2007, and I moved away in December of 2007. That's when I left for the Dominican. Then I came back to the same middle school in January of 2010, and then we graduated in June of 2010. Then I went to a different high school where I didn't know anyone else and thought I was going to make friends, but that obviously didn't go well, and then I had to go to an alternative school only a couple months after I started my high school because I kept being bullied over and over again. But, yeah, more random stuff about my personal life. I was being bullied in school a lot because I'm autistic, and I'm not sure how that leaked out, though. I think it's because they were doing, like, a random test on me to test if I was autistic during school, and I think the kids caught on to it, so they kept bullying me because I was autistic. They called me, like, retard, and, you should be sent to the asylum, like, all that kind of stuff. And they also bullied me because I played The Sims, and this is really weird, but they bullied me because I liked The Sims. And they'd always say, "Oh, Joe, you're going to be playing Sims for the rest of your life." Well, no, that's not really an insult. That's actually pretty awesome. But they always bullied me. Well, they didn't like me because I liked The Sims. They said, "That Joe kid is such a freak. He plays The Sims all the time." What's wrong with someone liking and playing The Sims? I mean, I know most of you guys do. And this was the meanest thing they did. Like, during school, like, when we were in the locker rooms, like, you know how in the locker rooms you have to change in front of everyone? Well, I never liked to change in front of everyone because I was always self-conscious, like changing in our gym clothes to our normal clothes, so I always changed in the stalls. And this is what all the boys made up this rumor, and eventually the whole school caught on to it. They made up a rumor that I was actually born a female. Like that I was transgendered. This is not true at all, but they made up a rumor that I was transgendered, like, that I used to be a girl when I was first born, but then turned into a guy, which is totally not true. I've been a guy my whole entire life, and I'm 125% guy, but, they'd always say, "Oh, look, it's Joe. He turned into a guy. He's a guy now. He used to be a girl." And then when I go to the bathroom, the girls would be like outside the bathroom. And they say, "Joe, you're going into the wrong door." And then I was like, "Shut up." And they were really mean. They just pick at me over and over again, like throwing random stones at me. But if it wasn't that, it would have been something else they would have picked on me for. They also bullied me because I had long eyelashes. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because, well, in my videos I make on YouTube, like my old videos I used to make, like try The Mask and Clown at Midnight, or Clown on Route 105, or The Legend of Jack Valentine 3, or even The Nightmare Man. Those are all my 2010, 2009 videos. Usually, like in all my videos, I have myself as the main character, and a bunch of the school kids are bullying me, but then the killer comes in, murders all the mean people who are bullying me, but then I always end up being the lone survivor because I'm the only one smart enough to outsmart the killer. And, yeah, that's how my old videos were. You don't see much of that in my new stuff anymore, though, but that's how my old videos were. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I didn't always make videos that much. I used to write stories a lot too, but I stopped writing stories after I started getting into making the videos. But, well, actually, I kind of did write stories for a while. And there was this web forum I used to post my stories on, because I didn't have a social life or any friends. So I kind of relied on all my social life and friend making online, like even back when I was little, like 7, 8, and 9, because that's when I first got my email addresses. I don't use the same ones from when I was 7, because I kept deleting them over and over again, because I kept changing my mind on what my email address should be. But I was signed up for this one scary web forum, like this web forum. It's where you post stuff and people reply. I'm pretty sure you guys know what a web forum is. It was like a scary fan story web forum. It shut down like back in late 2007, just 2 weeks before I left for the Dominican. I think it closed down. I don't remember the title of it, but I was going through my old flash drives, because I always put my stuff on flash drives and back it up all the time. And I found this one document that was titled, this is starting to become like a creepypasta story, that was titled 2007 Joe Winko fan poem. And, yeah, this is gonna get pretty chilling, but, back when I was, back then, I'd always used to vent on these forums all the time. Like, whenever a kid made me mad at school, I would type in, "Oh, this kid said this to me at school, I'm so pissed, I wish this kid was dead." But obviously, I never meant it. I never meant it at all. But then I'd vent all my everything, like every bad thing that happened, I type about it on this web forum, and these people, they were really nice people. They say, "Oh, Joe, don't let that get to you, we all like you, we all think you're great." And I said, "Thank you." And then, but a lot of times, another way I'd vent is I'd write mean stories about all the kids in school who bullied me, and I'd always like make a mean video about them all dying. Just like my first video from 2005, Trick or Treat. I made that when I was 9 years old. I'll have the link to it in the side of the video somewhere. I mean, in an annotation. Like, the scene where all the kids are being mean to me at school, and then Michael Myers comes and kills all of them. That was actually based off the kids who were bullying me. So I wrote a story about Michael Myers killing all of them. And, like, I'd always write stories like that. But then, this is where it gets creepy. Like, lots of people liked my stories I wrote, and they all were fans. Well, that's what I like to call them. But there's, like, one person, one of the users on that forum, who was a little too much of a fan of me. Like, he kind of idolized me a bit, and, I don't remember his name, though. I really don't. But he'd always message me, and I think he was like, it was back in 2007, so I was like, how old in 2007? I was either like, I was like 11 or 12 back in 2007. So, that's when I was in 6th grade, 2007. So he'd start sending me messages asking me, "Oh, how was your day at school?" And like, the more I talked to him, the more and more often he'd want to talk to me. And I'd always vent to him, like when someone was being mean, I said, "This person said this," and he said, "Oh, don't worry about them, they're bastards, don't listen to them," and then he'd always say all that, and it'd make me feel a lot better when he did. But he was kind of creepy, though, because he was really fascinated by weapons and everything, like, not like guns or anything, but like by knives and sickles, and he'd always like, he said, "Oh, I ordered this knife, it's really cool," and I said, "Okay, that is a cool knife, but exactly what are you going to do with it?" And he always said, like, how sharp they are and everything. And, one time, I told him, these kids were bullying me. I don't really remember what happened that day, but it was really bad. They all ganged up on me and started bullying me. I was never physically bullied at all, because I was always bigger and taller than all of them, and they weren't going to hit me. But I could never, like, punch any of them or fight them, because then I'd get in trouble then. But they got really bad, and they started making these mean websites about me and were bullying me. It was back in 2007. And I was so upset, and I told him about this, and he actually reacted. He actually reacted like, "Oh gosh, it matters to him this much?" Because usually, when I would tell someone, they just say, "Oh, don't worry, Joe," and they just try to be nice and try to make me feel better. But he actually seemed pretty pissed off about what these kids were typing about me and everything. And he asked me, Joe, what school do you go to? I'll come there and teach them all a lesson. And obviously I told him, no, it's fine, you do not need to get involved, because I knew that that was not going to lead to anything good. And if I would have told him what school I went to, I would have got in trouble for all of it, so that's why I didn't tell him. And I was really pissed off, and I said, oh, I hate those kids from my school. I want them to leave me alone and go away for good. I didn't mean I didn't want them all dead, though. I just didn't like them and was really pissed off at them. And he wrote this poem for me, and it's actually, back when I read it in 2007, I thought it was pretty cool and pretty creepy at the same time. But now I just think I still kind of think it's cool, but now I just think it's kind of scary that he, kind of idolized me that much. And this is what he wrote. This is the exact poem he wrote, because I copied and pasted it and saved it on my computer, and obviously saved it to the hard drive so I can find it. So here's what he wrote. Alright, this is where it starts. There was once a boy named Joe Winko in school. He wasn't popular and barely considered cool. Thanks. He was 6 feet tall and wore nothing but red, soon to become the only student not dead. The poor boy had no friends and was all alone, spent all of his free time isolated at home. His classmates despised and rejected him every day. He wished them all gone in every prayer that he would pray. Now, I never wished any of them dead. I just wanted them to go away and stop bullying me. So, yeah, just getting that clear to you guys. Alright. Until one morning, a masked stranger wandered into his school halls, slaughtering, stabbing, and killing each victim, leaving their bodies to fall. Yet he spared one boy to live, and told him, Joe Winko, your life is now purified of the negative. It was Joe Winko's luck which spared him from the killer's wrath, leaving him as the lone survivor in the grisly bloodbath. And for the rest of Joe's life, he lived safe and sound. And for all those who ignored him, rejected him, or tormented him, lie down, dead in the ground. But every now and then, the killer will come back to eliminate those with the respect for Joe Winko that they lack. Okay, so, I don't know about you guys, but that poem that I just read you guys freaks me out even more than it did back then when I read it back in 2007. And it kind of reminds me of my movie Body Count House, with Johanna and everything, and how the guy became obsessed with her. But that's just, the more I think about it, the more I think how messed up that person was. Yeah, I appreciated that he liked talking to me, and that he liked reading my stories and everything, and that he liked how I was always the lone survivor in all of them. But that poem is just, really creepy. Because, yeah, I always made the videos about the mean kids who I went to school with bullying me, and then they die in my videos. Yeah, they deserve to die in my videos, but they don't deserve to die in real life. Even back then I knew that. But this just takes it too far. And, well, eventually I went on the I still posted on the forums even after he sent me that, and this creeped me out when he sent it to me, and I didn't want to didn't want to report it to anyone, because I didn't take it as a serious threat at all, because this guy didn't know where I was, where I lived, or anything. He probably could have found out if he really wanted to, but he didn't know anything at all. And thank God he didn't, because otherwise this could have been something horrific that would have happened, and I would have been too traumatized to talk about it now. But that's just really twisted and messed up, and yeah. I should probably post that on Creepypasta, but I'm scared of posting it now. Because, well, if the guy really wanted to find me, the moment you type in Joe Winko on Google, a bunch of my YouTube stuff shows up. So, yeah, now I have something else to be paranoid about. But it's been, how many years? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's been, 7 years. Oh, damn, I feel so damn old now. It's been, 7 years, so I'll be fine. And, speaking of these psychopaths, there was this another psychopath, It was on the news because it recently happened back in May of 2014. The guy's name was Elliot Rodgers, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys heard of this, but I didn't really hear of it in detail till now. Because I didn't know what the guy looked like. I just saw the headline while I was checking my emails about the shooting and stabbing in California. But there's this one guy named Elliot Rodgers, and I believe he was related to someone who produced the Hunger Games. I believe he was. I don't think they produced the Hunger Games, but they had something to do with the making of the Hunger Games. And he was apparently depressed about not having a girlfriend, and he never had any friends at all, but he was depressed about not having a girlfriend, and he'd post these videos on YouTube of him talking about how depressed he was and how mad he was that he didn't have a girlfriend or that he was still a virgin. But he was... I don't really know. Like, if I would have saw these videos, and if none of this would have happened, if he would have never shot up anyone yet, if I would have saw these videos before all of that would have happened, I would have just thought he was just either trying to get attention or just trying to troll, or just act, or if it was all just an act just to entertain people on YouTube. But like now these videos are just really creepy. And he made one video of him. He was always by himself in the videos, and he made one video of himself sitting in a car recording this couple at a beach, and he was just rambling on saying, oh, that guy does not deserve that, I should have a girlfriend, and now he has his girlfriend, he's probably having the best time of his life, I have to live in this world where I'm all alone. And part of me was saying, God, this guy is pathetic, and then another part of me is saying, this guy is absolutely insane. Now, his name's Elliot Rodgers. Just type in his name on Google and all of his stuff will show up. But, I saw the episode of 2020 when they were interviewing his dad, and he said he started getting more and more erratic. He made threats to kill people, which he really did, which are still online right now, like how he was planning to commit all this massacre and everything. And it's just really creepy seeing all that, like having him look at the camera, because it's creepy how he looks at the camera while he's saying all this, because you think he's actually looking at you and he's actually talking to you. So that's what creeps me out the most. But it's just nuts. And he killed 6 people but injured 13 others, I believe. I'm not really sure about the exact statistics, but if you type in his name on Google, I'm pretty sure you can find out by yourself. But I actually have one of his videos on here, and I'm just gonna listen to it and do a reaction on it. Not the whole entire thing, because I'm already at 18 minutes right now. So let me get it started.
Hi, Elliot Rodger here.
Not sure if you guys can hear it.
Well, this is my last video. It all has to come to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against humanity, against all of you. For the last 8 years of my life, ever since I've hit puberty, I've been forced to endure an existence of loneliness, rejection, and unfulfilled desires, all because girls have never been attracted to me.
Please!
Girls gave their affection and sex and love to other men, but never to me. I'm 22 years old, and I'm still a virgin. I've never even kissed a girl. I've been through college for 2.5 years. More than that, actually. And I'm still a virgin.
Well, damn.
It's been very torturous.
Go on
college
the internet
is
or
the
something.
time when
I don't know.
everyone experiences those things such as sex and fun and pleasure. But in those years, I've had to rot in loneliness.
No, you didn't.
It's not fair. You girls have never been attracted to me. I don't know why you girls aren't attracted to me.
Because you're a fucking
But I will
creeper.
punish you all for it.
Excuse me for swearing.
It's an injustice, a crime, because I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy. And yet you throw yourselves at all these obnoxious men instead of me, the supreme gentleman. I will punish all of you for it. On the day of retribution.
Okay. I'm creeped out enough. But, you know, watching that video, that's just, you know, part of me thought he was pathetic. Another part of me thought this guy's super crazy. But most of me would have figured, okay, this guy's just posting a random video online trying to get people's attention. But that's... I'll have to link to that video in the description, because I'm not going to show his face in my video, because that's just too creepy. But, that's just messed up. And, oh god, I have the video on... Oh, I just have it on pause right now. Just looking at his... Just seeing his eyes stare back at me freaks me out. So, yeah. And, not really... Don't really know if I want to go into more detail on that, but I think I already got into enough. But it's... I really think... I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about that. So if you guys want to know more, just go Google his name. I'll have the link to that video in the description, but for the rest of his videos, you just have to find them yourself. They're pretty easy to find. But, okay, on a more positive note, it's not really funny, but, hold on, this cape's driving me crazy. Okay. On a more positive note, I signed up for this one social networking site, and it's called friendproject, and it's pretty cool, because it's just like the old MySpace from its mid-2000 days. And, like, you can make your own profile and everything, and it looks like MySpace. I think the age you have to be to sign up for it is 13, but you can obviously, if you're younger than 13, you can still sign up for it. Just put that you were born, like, in 2000 or 1999, then it'll accept you. But you make your own profile, and you talk to people, but the only problem is there's not enough people to talk to on there. It's an amazing site, but, like, they just not enough people to talk to on there. Well, I found one person to talk to. She's leaving comments on my page right now. Not going to say her name, but shout out to her. And yeah, those were the good old days. Leaving MySpace, I'm not sure if any of you guys remember MySpace. Shit, I feel really old, and I'm feeling even older right now. Back in those days where you make your own profile, you get a code, copy and paste it in your About Me section, then you have this really cool profile. You leave comments on the comments section. That's how they communicate with comments. You send comments back and forth, and if you're nosy, you can go on other people's profiles, read through their comments, see what they're talking about, open up their profile in one tab, open up the other person's profile in another tab, compare the conversations, and like that. Yeah, I'm obviously admitting to you guys that I've done this before. I had way too much time on my hands back then. But it's a pretty fun site. And the best thing is, all the old codes for the old MySpace 1.0 layouts, they all work for friendproject. Like, I have this one really cool layout on my friendproject page. I'll have the link in the description. If you sign up for friendproject, feel free to add me. Feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll comment you back. Yeah, feel free to do that. I have my friend project page, and it's all has palm trees all over it, because I'm Hawaiian, want to show off my heritage with palm trees. I love palm trees. Palm trees are actually supposed to be a symbol of heaven, but, yeah, I'm already at 24 minutes, so I'm not going to elaborate on that either. And I have a Hannah Montana song on my friend project. Not Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. And it's not the old school Hannah Montana song. It's one of her last ones. They have some guy rapping in it too. So it's called Gonna Get This. I love that song. I seen the episode for when she wanted to record it too, but all the children didn't like it because it was too different from her other stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. So don't forget to check out my movie, Slice and Stab. Thanks so much to everyone who made that movie possible. It turned out great. I liked it, and I hope you guys like it too. You can find that somewhere on my channel, or I'll have the link to it in an annotation on my channel somewhere. And that's basically it. So don't forget to check out my movie, Slice and Stab. Don't forget to comment and share your thoughts and tell me what I should talk about in my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Yeah, some guy keeps disliking my Dead Rising walkthrough videos, and it was making me mad. And don't forget to like my fan page on Facebook, because my new goal for that is 900 likes, so don't forget to like it, people. I'm serious. Do not forget to like my fan page on Facebook, or I'll get you. So don't forget about that either. And, yeah, that's it. So don't forget to like my fan page on Facebook, and peace out, people.